been thinking this for a while now, but how does anything in the world of Gintama actually get, done? There has to be some actual competent people every now and again. And why aren't we being shown them? Most likely it's the animators. They aren't paid enough to show us the actual working background characters. Shame, really. But I'm glad that Prison Break episode that we just watched didn't end in a true Shawshank Redemption type scenario, because it definitely wouldn't be past Gintama to have Katsura crawl through, or... yeah. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch Shawshank Redemption. It's actually a really good film. But for now, stay here, because there's more Gintama. And I just got out from recording the last episode and remember what the preview was, so... yeah, so I'm looking forward to what's coming up. And how many pieces of equipment and gadgets is Elizabeth hiding in there? We have seen some quite disturbing stuff. And whether or not we'll actually ever be shown more of Elizabeth, I don't know if I want it now. Do I want to ruin the mystique? Or, on the other side of the coin, be horribly mentally scarred? Of course, parkour. At this point, why doesn't Gintoki just accept it? He likes dressing up like this, doesn't he? They found themselves in this situation far too often. And once again, they didn't even bother asking Kagura to help, because they are very, I don't want to say full of themselves, but they take pride in their appearance. I didn't manage to read that. So we're getting behind the backstory of some of the workers here. She's come with a request. Okay. Something's happened to the ramen place, or... okay, and... oh. Is it one of those storylines? I agree with the baby. Okay, I'm glad you clarified. If that's the place, why haven't we seen them before? I feel like there is a disservice to the word maiden, but that's only because I don't believe she's quite as pure as the word implies. Jumping the gun a little, are you not? It is a bit sickly. No matter the person requesting it, this kind of intense love at first sight thing is a bit wearisome. Yeah, you might not want to smudge makeup in that manner. I mean, who his pride would take a hit if he doesn't take requests that come to him. Okay, I see. I Is this the best plan they could come up with? And it really does seem as though Kentucky and Shinpachi are just enjoying this now. Wait, what? It's not that kind of establishment. But causing a distraction like this, it would have been the perfect time to cool things down and kick them out. How much money are they spending on this? Do you think they can put it on their expenses for tax reasons? I mean, it is work related. Why would you even get a alcohol vessel that large? Have fun with the trip to the hospital. It's not my personal fancy, but sure, each to their own. Did that come out of his ears and eyes? Well, one step forward, so where's the drawback? Oh dear, what's he going to walk in on? Well, not all the time, but some people are, open this to this kind of thing. So, as kind of accessible as all the world is now, there are people who. Oh no, what are they witnessing? Such filth. Although, is this planted evidence? There are people who have their preferences, and not everything is for everyone. You're gonna love it, aren't you? Yeah. You're that far gone. Ugh, that far gone. Put it back. That was some fast clearing, but yeah, hopefully you didn't hide in the locker as well. Yeah, crap. Just walk away. Why is the bottom bit of the locker different to all the others? Well, that may be assault. Yeah, you want. You do want consent. Well, at least you can live honestly now. It looks like it worked out. So they are getting paid for this job. I'm actually surprised that this one worked out. But then again, it is Gintama pushing against your expectations. Well, she does laze around like a sloth, so I wouldn't be surprised if. Well, I'm not going to be eating for a while. I mean, if I complained every time it was damp or rainy, there'd be no time for pretty much anything. This is Britain. You just swapping a word doesn't change anything. Ah, my foot. It's not a day then if it's a season. Plus, if you actually just swap words like that at your own leisure, then meanings are meaningless. Having fun there, Sadaharu? Have we had a Sadaharu episode? Or have we seen him do anything recently? I'm glad that I don't live with my brothers and parents because there were these kind of bullshit arguments over nothing just because it was something to do. And we all knew that was the reason. Who are they going to run into? We've got a few minutes left, yeah. There could be another story in place. Is she. She hasn't really made any female friends other than the princess? That was quite a few episodes ago. Or is she just looking at the umbrellas? She's going somewhere with conviction. Does she not want to have it open because it doesn't have a nice pattern on it? Yep, she's a child. Well, I still like thunderstorms and whatnot. Where did you get that reminder? Yep, they're made for each other. I'd rather it wiped on my clothes than my hair. The difference is this one doesn't shoot bullets. Power play. Although, having Gin take it does open up her to get one herself. Oh, wow. Oh, her world is so much brighter and more vibrant now that she's got that umbrella. I don't know why, but this music gave me a sudden Animal Crossing vibe. Musical frogs. I would not be surprised if we did have like a full musical episode, if we haven't already. Sure, I would remember if we did. Yeah, I know those charms and whatnot. Is it also going to do the normal thing that kids and actually some adults do as well? As she now has this amazing new umbrella that she wants to show off and use, and then the next day comes, oh, I'm bored of it now, don't care. Shinpachi makes a good housewife, doesn't he? Hopefully there's no lightning. It doesn't do a very good job at keeping her dry. But the good thing is it did only cost 100 yen, so if it gets destroyed, there are many like it. Wow, are we in a Groundhog Day situation? Um, I did like how Shinpachi's sister was still trying to be cordial until the doors came off. I suppose you would want more stable structures, especially in typhoon season. Did she break the umbrella? Is she attempting to repair it? This is adorable. Kara and her patchwork umbrella. At least she's putting things to their full use. Hmm. Test of character. Normally, it's I'll pass it off to these kids who want it. There's always they all laughing at her newly found shitty umbrella. What a emotional roller coaster this episode was, even if it was over an umbrella. We've now seen she's a dab hand at repair work. It's not often that we get to see that kind of softer side to the characters, so that is nice. Reminding us that, you know, they are somewhat well rounded, and even with the crazy shenanigans that goes on, they are each themselves an individual with their own wants and needs. I suppose they probably could have drawn out the first storyline A of this episode a bit more and just dumped this one. And that in of itself would have been a fine episode, but there's not much else they could have done with it. So I do like the episodes where there isn't. It's a bit of a slower pace. Sometimes there is no speech in it, and it is just through sound effects and music you get conveyed the story. She's back. Does that mean I'm going to have to read up on my Dragon Quest trivia? And yes, I'm pretty sure a lot of us out there really do acknowledge the fact that finding someone who appreciates your quirks can be difficult. And maybe some of them are a bit more inaccessible than others. Some people like dressing up in other genders' clothing. Some people like anime and manga. Some people like really heavily drinking. And some people are true, disgusting degenerates, much like myself, and like pineapple on pizza. I wonder how much of a war that is going to start in the comments, but still, as long as it makes us happy, it really isn't up to anyone else. Because at the end of the day, what makes you, you, is all that really matters. I've definitely come to accept that in the past few years. I have very much stopped listening to what other people expect of me. It's been quite freeing. It has definitely been a journey, one that I have probably not deserved. But if you have enjoyed this episode, let me know down below in the comment section, and also by liking the video, subscribe for more, turn on notifications. And along those lines, everyone out there, find your own umbrella. And I'll see you in the next one. Now I know all of you out there want to see me with a nice, pretty, flower-printed umbrella. Unfortunately, at the time being, we may have to settle for patchwork. If you want to help keep me dry, then consider going over onto Patreon and helping me out. And so, Florida Taku, Sal, Raywin, HST, London 1997, Aisha Shiwan, ASD, and everyone else. You've made my days almost as enjoyable as Kagura appears to be. So thank you.